Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It is your master of the clickbait here, coming at you live. And here we are, talking about YouTube drama. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest YouTuber, PewDiePie, calling out all of other YouTubers and specifically taking shots at one channel that he never actually mentioned by name, which is kind of bullshit, but specifically taking shots at one channel, and then having Markiplier also make a very similar video. They're both titled something along the lines of YouTube is changing and changes of YouTube. And basically a lot of people have been going on about this discussion for a few days now, and I kind of decided at first to not talk about it. I was like, you know what, I gave my fair share of opinions already, I shouldn't be really talking about this. And another reason is like, I'm a tiny channel, like no one gives a fuck about my opinion, let's be honest here. But honestly, it got to a point now where just too many people are talking about it, and everyone is kind of like just getting really one-sided. Everyone's just backing up their favorite YouTuber and their friends on YouTube, and it's kind of getting out of hand at this point. So basically, to narrow it down, because I know every one of you who's watching this video already knows what's going on, PewDiePie basically came out and called out that YouTube is changing, that it is a lot more drama focused and a lot more just basically about drama. It's about YouTubers fighting with each other, it's about people pointing out what YouTubers do in their private lives, etc, etc. He basically came out straight and called out Drama Alert and Keemstar as being the main protagonist of what this was happening. He never actually mentioned Keemstar by name or Drama Alert by name, which is kind of bullshit in my opinion, because like everyone knows who you're talking about. Like, come on dude, like let's be honest here. Markiplier made a very similar video talking about how YouTube is changing and how he lives on YouTube, blah blah blah, and basically making the exact same point as PewDiePie, that oh, YouTube changed and now everyone's all about the drama, it's not about the content creation. And then of course KSI also came out and he made a great point, taking shots at PewDiePie for basically being hypocritical and like, come on dude, like just say the name, like you obviously talking about Drama Alert and channels similar to that. And of course Drama Alert made a bunch of videos about it, and then Twitter war, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna be talking about my opinions here right now, and what I think is I really don't think YouTube has changed. Honestly, the only thing I believe that YouTube has changed with is the size. YouTube is now a lot bigger than it used to be, but I don't think the drama or anything like that has changed. I just think the scale of it has changed. That's the only thing that has changed. There have been YouTube feuds many years back to the future. Yes, back to the future. We're going back to the future, Marty. Now, there has been many feuds all over YouTube since basically the creation of the site. People have been fighting with each other. It's just what we do. We're humans. Most of us don't get along together too well. And then when you put YouTube origin started as just the YouTubers, original ones, were mostly antisocial. There were a lot of them were, you know, very nerdy, and that's how, like, come on, let's be honest, like just look at online gaming. Like everyone's fucking constantly fighting there. Like there's no, like, come on, it's just basically all out roast wars and online matchmaking. And that's what YouTube originally was. It was a bunch of nerds taking shots at each other. Like, come on, like there was a few people who were friends, then there was a few people who weren't friends, they were all making fun of each other, blah 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 blah. But now YouTube is on such a large scale. Like, let's look at this. TV is dying out. Let's be honest here. No one's watching TV anymore. TV is dying out. Online entertainment is becoming the mainstream entertainment right now, and this is part of it. It's growing in size, which means there's a lot more people watching the content and creating the content. Therefore, that's why there's more drama, just simply because there's more people. It's just pure math, honestly. Like, if you take something and you scale it up, then the smaller events that weren't as big before become bigger because there's more of them. That's just simple math. Like, let's just look back a few months ago, we were taking shots at reaction channels because they're stealing content, they're making money off it, blah 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 blah. But like Immortal AG Alex made a great point that like that's not a new thing. Reaction channels were happening like right at the start of YouTube. Like, do you remember Reaction Girls? If you don't know what Reaction Girls were, for people who weren't watching YouTube at the time or who were younger, it was basically a bunch of chicks that were making reply videos to popular videos at the time. Well, it started as popular videos at the time. It started as, like, you know, the big viral hits, and they would basically make a video and click submit as a response, because that used to be a thing. You could submit video responses, but they also tag like and then the title of the video, of the popular video, so it would show up in like on the side of your browser. It would, in the suggested videos, it would show up their video. And of course their freaking thumbnails were clickbaity as shit because they were just basically showing off their tits. It was low cut t-shirts, every single one of them, and their tits were just flopping about, and that was the whole video. They were usually, I think, as far as I remember, the videos were pretty short because they didn't actually show the video. They just kind of were like, oh my god, I just saw this video and it's so funny, and they would like flop around on their tits, would juggle, and kids would fucking jerk off to that. But that quickly died down when YouTube just changed their algorithm, and those videos would no longer show up, and now there's pretty much no reply girls. And then now, like recently, the reaction channels took over that part, because except they were much worse because they're actually showing the full video. So at least the reply girls would be like, oh, go check out the video, and they wouldn't actually show the video. Everyone hated them because like it was fucking bullshit. All they did was like just get views because of their tits. But what reaction channels now were doing, you know, they were showing actual videos and just stealing people's content basically. So, you know, the drama just changes and escalates in size due to YouTube changing and escalating in size. That's simple. There's nothing to that. I don't think YouTube has changed as a site so drastically that all the content revolves around drama now, because that's not true at all. Most content creators don't create drama, and that's just simple. Most content creators actually create videos they like, they create videos for their viewers, they create fun content. There's Drama Alert, which is okay, that's fine. I personally don't like Keemstar. I don't know Keemstar personally, but as a human, he doesn't seem like a great guy. I don't know. I haven't met him ever, so I have no idea, no opinion on that. But it's just from the internet what I'm getting, especially from his Twitter feed, that he isn't exactly the greatest person on the planet. But with that said, I think that what he's doing with Drama Alert is absolutely fine. It kind of gives off this policing sort of thing. It basically makes YouTubers be worried that like, oh, if you fuck up, you're gonna be put in the public eye. And I think that's good because it kind of makes people think what they're doing. I know it's slightly bullshit and whatnot with people being called out for pretty much everything now, and he's making a lot of videos at a time, calling out multiple people at the time. And sure, his content can be kind of edgy, and he makes bad allegations at the time, and that's not good, and that's a whole different separate issue. That's a Keemstar issue, not a drama issue. And yeah, I'm not gonna get into the Toby Turner thing and all that, because that's just been, you know, that's a completely different thing. I have nothing to do with that, so I'm not gonna be commenting on that right now. And I know that's a hot topic and memes and blah 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 blah, but no, I'm serious, I'm gonna stay away from that, because I'm just talking about what PewDiePie and the other YouTubers were talking about in the big scale, that YouTube is changing and that it's drama revolved. I totally disagree with that. I think it's bullshit, although I do see their point. I do see how Drama Alert kind of escalates things at times, but that's just a scaling issue of YouTube. YouTube is simply scaling, and it's becoming more of a public eye. And this is what I think that YouTubers are not used to. This is why this whole thing is brought up in the first place. YouTubers are not used to being in the public eye. Quite a significant portion of YouTubers don't ever show their face on camera, and they don't really go in front of the camera because quite a lot of them have, you know, social anxiety. They don't really like to interact with people outside of the internet, etc. You know, it's just internet culture. That's just what happens. So when people start poking around their private lives, then you know, those YouTubers get kind of like worried, and that's where this whole thing is coming from, basically. At least that's how I feel, because I know that you can see it. The site is not about drama. Like, sure, there's a lot of drama happening now, and drama is a hot topic right now, but that's basically it. Like, there's no reason to actually say that, oh, YouTube revolves around drama. It's just a topic that's happening at the moment. It's scaled up from smaller dramas into larger dramas. Sure, Keemstar kind of scaled it up as well himself, but this is just simply because there's more people watching. That there's nothing to do with actual content change. It isn't like the entire site is just revolving around content creation about drama, because then there just wouldn't be anything to call drama for, because only other drama would be the drama that's being called out for being the drama, which is that's a lot of dramaception, you know. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that PewDiePie is wrong. I believe personally that he's wrong with his accusations, that he's saying that, oh, the whole site has changed, because that's not true at all. There's a lot of original content happening, and drama just happens. Basically, this drama is being now covered like TMZ covers actual drama in the real world, maybe with a lot less actual like policing and a lot less actual like fact checking of stuff, but that's just what happens. It's just tabloids. And that's basically it. It's just scaled up. It's scaled up to a point where now YouTube is so popular, and like content creators are so popular that they're seen as stars, and people kind of want to know more about their lives. And when drama happens, everyone likes a bit of drama, so it gets spread. But that's it. There's nothing else to it. It's simply scaled up. It's from smaller conflicts that were kind of like just channels going against channels. I can't name names now, but I remember like back when I was starting YouTube, like 4, 5, 6 years ago, people were constantly fighting. There was like one channel versus another channel, and their fan bases were fighting in the comment sections, blah 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 blah. It happens. It's just a scaling thing, honestly. I've been saying scaling thing quite a lot, but you know, memes and stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I don't want to ramble much longer because this video is way too long already, but you get the point. Anyway, I hope you kind of enjoyed this video, this kind of ramble. I just got really angry because I kind of decided to just, you know, I'm gonna binge all these drama YouTube changing hashtag meme videos, and you know, that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.
Money, bitches, hoes, greed, pussy, Lord knows. Snakes up in the grass, fake Gucci on her hip. The product of a warrior, the kids ran riots while the black kid rapped. And the story of a city and the hatred for the piggies fuels fire. And the bones was always prone to see the spliffy. Another young boy in the grave with his picture on my shirt. Rest in peace, and may you lay.